Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today? We're finally back in the Lands of Before campaign,
Yay!
the long-awaited episode 5. But yeah, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's day is going well. Before we get into the session tonight, couple things. Um, First of all, if you guys want to see your names end up within the world of Hylem, you guys know how to do it. Make sure you share Tales from Hylem content. Use hashtag Tales from Hylem and hashtag TFH, and then tag us in the post so that we can see that you have shared the content, and then your name could end up as a wandering traveler or a tavern within the world of one of the campaigns we have going on, which kind of segues into the next thing. We have more than one campaign going on right now. So if you guys aren't familiar, we do have the all dwarven campaign going on right now, Crackleback Bound. We've done 2 episodes of it so far, and the third one will be airing on Thursday. Episode 2 will be available to view on YouTube on tomorrow, at some point tomorrow. And if you guys want to catch up on the first one in the meantime, that one's already on YouTube. So we do have the 2 campaigns going on now. And then the other thing that I'm still not used to yet is, guys, we have our website up and running. So we do have merch now, talesfromhylem.com. If you guys want to wear some good old Tales from Hylem merch, we've got some specific Luna merch. We've got some merch that's a little more generalized just for Tales from Hylem. And until the end of July, guys, we got like a special merch Pride deal going on. I didn't get the site launched until like the end of June, and I was like, well, I don't just want to make it for June. That's lame. And so we have it through the end of July. And then that stuff is definitely going to be reoccurring as well. There will be some stuff that sticks around from that because we got Pride over here. But yeah, guys, go check out the website. If there's any merch you guys want to see, feel free to let us know in the Discord. That way I can work on getting a little bit of stuff for everybody, at least with what we have available. So very excited about that. Can't wait to see what all we can get done with that. I am currently working on some stuff that's a little more for this campaign. So I'm excited for that, and pay attention to the streams, the posts, to know when that stuff goes live. So,
Oh
but
my god, the little loot on the hat! Sorry. I haven't gotten to see the merch page yet. Oh, it's so cute.
the snack time stuff is some of my favorite. I think
It's adorable.
it's so cute. The snack time hat is amazing. The beanie, I love it. But yeah, we got all sorts of stuff. We got beanies. We got. I think we only have one hoodie in the store right now. Mainly because I didn't like the design for the TFH one, but the Luna Snack Time hoodie is adorable. Um, and then we've got a couple different styles of hats. We've got t-shirts. We've got, it's all there. We've got a "I'm not immortal, I'm a bat, so fuck you" t-shirt, and that's probably my favorite t-shirt that we have. Shout out to Gibby for that one. Gibby's the one that put together the design on there for that one. But then we've also got like tumblers and water bottles and stuff, and the Luna water, or the Luna tumbler, like the larger tumbler, the one that comes with a straw and stuff. That one is probably my favorite. It looks so good. It's
Mm-hmm.
got the little Luna
It does look good.
picture on it. It's so good. So the site is freaking neat. Well, thank you, Empress. I appreciate it. So yeah, guys, go check out the merch store. I'll try to have like a more put together announcement for the merch store in the future. It probably won't happen, let's be honest, but
It's part of the charm.
yeah, something like that. Anyway, unless any of you guys have anything, We're all gonna be here again next Sunday, I believe. So no announcement on that. So unless you guys have anything else.
I can't think of anything.
Well, then I believe it's time to get into tonight's episode of Tales from Hylem.
Yeah, it is.
Previously on Tales from Hylem, with the mending, it repairs the book to a state where you can get enough information to determine that at one point in time, this was a sort of kind of like a toll booth. On the other side of this like grouping of brush and bushes here, you can see where more trees have been felled, and a path has been cleared up to an edge of an area where it seems like there's a bit of a drop off. Shaper, you kind of stop as even through the snow, you can see off to your side little house structure. You're able to find the point in which it's like rusted a little bit and scrape enough of the rust away that you can fit one of your tools in and just kind of slightly pry the door, and then the doors just almost as if they were like spring loaded or on their own, just separate and open. Continuing to follow the tracks left by the Benet Knights, the party headed deeper into the tall pine forest. Along the way, Shaper and Phil discovered what at one point in time seemed to be a toll booth, and after investigating it for a bit of time, were able to confirm their theory and deduce that a road to a bridge must have gone through here at one point. While Shaper and Phil checked out the ruins, Pelea and Serena more closely inspected the path ahead. As they continued further along this freshly created trail, they found signs that the knights indeed did have giants with them, and well more than just one. After regrouping, they opted to keep following this new trail as no road could be discovered. The path led along the banks of a now dried up river until finally reaching a bridge. The bridge, however, was guarded by more of the Benet Knights, and after a brutal fight with those who guarded the bridge, they quickly made their way across as the weather continued to grow worse and worse. As the party reached a small break in the trees, the snow began falling at an accelerated rate, and the winds began to pick up, making it nearly impossible to see. However, towering over the forest trees, they could just make out the pointed top of a building. Heading in the direction of the building, the party soon found themselves amongst a large grouping of houses. With little hesitation, they began to look for one that could provide shelter to wait out the storm. Shaper found a larger building that seemed to be mostly intact, and with a little help from Phil was able to open the door, allowing them access to the shelter. Once inside, it was obvious that this was once home to a very wealthy person or persons, and as Pelea began to set about the task of lighting a fire in the fireplace, everyone else set about exploring the house, some with the intent of finding kindling for the fire, others with a more historical curiosity on their mind. Shaper. As you exit the room upstairs, which you have deduced would be the master bedroom of this house, turning to your left, there are two remaining rooms up here. One just ahead of you on the right, and one down at the end of the hallway on the left.
I just go through the next door.
Going through the one on the right?
Yep.
All right. As you open the door, this appears to be another child's room. This one, though more reminiscent of a young child than, like in adolescence rather than an infant. Maybe in the age range of like 10 to 12. There's shelves with a few books on them and what look like some sort of polyhedric toys. On the floor in the middle of the room is a large rug with a familiar design on it. Some sort of strange many-sailed ship, stars, and a crescent moon.
just take like a quick look around the room before moving on. See if there's anything that stands out to me on a quick glance. Other than the rug, obviously.
Other than the rug, like I said, there's some books on the shelves. Definitely not like as like picture based as the books that you found in the infant's room, but definitely at still that like younger child reading level. There is, like I said, those the toys on the shelf. It looks like each one of the pieces has different colors on it, and each of them can turn. But they come in many different shapes. There's a cube, there's a pentagon, there's an octagon, just a lot of. There's like 6 of them in total, all different shapes, and doesn't seem to be any like rhyme or reason to them at the point. Just kind of mixed up fidget toys. Other than that, there's really nothing inside the room. There's a nightstand and a wardrobe, but even just quick glances inside reveal children's clothing and nothing more.
Yeah, just move on to the next room then.
All right. Making your way to the end of the hallway, to the room on the far left. The door to this one is a little different than the rest. It doesn't seem... It seems to fit in uniform-wise, still the adamantine handle and everything. However, there is no lock on this door, but it appears as though there's been like a... For lack of a better way to describe it, some sort of like child safety mechanism placed on the door. However, it has long since been broken. Trying to open the door is not locked. However, as you push on it, it is very hard to move. You're unable to move it. I need you to go ahead and make me a strength check. Athletics is fine. Should you still wish to open the door.
Well, there's nothing on the door that would warrant me not wanting to open it, right? There's not like a blood stain coming
No.
out from underneath it or anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
There's 15.
15. You just kind of take a step back and lower your shoulder into the door, and you can hear like a small clatter of like hard items hitting a hard floor on the other side as the door like squeaks open enough that you could probably slip through. And as the door comes open, you immediately smell like this putrid, awful stench, which very quickly as it arrived, like dissipates, traveling down the hallway, and that the smell kind of just goes away. It was like a burst, and then it's kind of back to just the musty smell of an old abandoned house.
I'll try to squeeze my way into the room then.
As you squeeze your way through the door, stepping inside what appears to be some sort of a storage closet. However, on the floor in front of you, you see 4 skeletons laying across the floor. One, you presume, was the object holding the door closed. The other 3 are in a bit of a different position. The much larger one is draped over the 2 much smaller ones, as if they were trying to hold on to them or cover them. The one you presume was in front of the door, the legs are still like kind of pushed up in the corner now, and the torso has like toppled over further into the room as you shove the door open, like taking the top part of the skeleton off of the bottom part.
So in a sense, it looks like they were hiding in the room,
It
trying to protect smaller.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check. With the intent of kind of finding clues, determining how they died or why they died, what they were doing in here.
19.
19. I forgot you're very good at investigation. It's been a while. A couple of things stand out. Sitting between the legs of the skeleton that was up against the door, there is a kind of a dirty glass bottle. The cork in the bottle and like a brownish red liquid, maybe like an inch of it left in there, which would be about like half the size of this small bottle, is sitting in between the legs of the skeleton that was positioned up against the door. On it, there's like some sort of adhesive, and written across this blank adhesive is the words "red rot." Under the hand of the larger skeleton that is like over top of the two smaller ones, you can see there's another glass bottle. This one a little bit smaller than the one before, and no cork. It is empty. And the label on this one says "Peaceful Passing." Other than that, within the room, you find an old rusted bed frame, a mattress, and there is kind of a strange looking toolbox.
Definitely gonna look into that.
The toolbox?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of making your way past everything else. Suddenly not having as much interest in the other happenings within the room. Making your way over to this toolbox. What makes it strange is the design. Toolboxes like the one that you carry, like the ones that you've ever seen, yours is even like different from most that you've seen. Most are like wooden, maybe like a metal latch on it. You've seen a few lighter metal toolboxes before, but even yours is mostly like a wood metal combination to make it sturdy, but still you're able to carry it around. However, this one is entirely metal, and as you pick it up, it is much lighter than the one that you carry. The metal on this does not appear to be the same as like the door handles or any of the other metals that you have seen within the house so far. Go ahead and make me a smithing tools check using your intelligence, if you would.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This is made up of a few different metals, creating an alloy that is reminiscent to mithril, however, is not. It's not mithril. It's like mithril adjacent. It reminds you, the weight of it reminds you of it, but the coloration is wrong. You can see some hints in how the alloy finishes once it's cooled, but this seems even much more malleable than mithril, as the edges they're not sharp, but they're also not ground off post the mold. It seems as though they were just worked this way, not there was no finishing done after, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna grab the whole toolbox, shove it in the bag of holding for later.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab the red rot bottle and take that with me as well.
Okay.
And then Was there anything else in the room that really stood out, or was that pretty much it?
Not that really. I mean, there was the empty bottle of the
Mm-hmm.
peaceful passing, and like I said, there was the bed frame, mattress. But other than that, there's not even like a ton of clutter. This is some sort of a storage space, but just based on what you've seen in this house so far, you gather that they probably didn't like just keep a bunch of stuff around unless it was really important, and so the storage room is fairly empty. I mean, other than the four skeletons and
Yeah. I don't think it'll work, but I'll take the empty bottle as well.
okay.
And then head back down to meet up with everyone.
All right. As you head out the door and begin going down the hallway, Phil,
Yes.
I believe you are on your way to the second door on the left in the left hallway.
Correct.
All right. So again, this door, matching the door handle of the first room that you had entered, that being some sort of a cooking area, kitchen. And as you turn the handle on the door, opening it, the first thing that you notice is a dreadful smell. Just awful and lingering. Just sticking your head like inside the room, you can just see shelves and shelves of long spoiled food.
I'm gonna close that door and wait till I find some sort of like clothespin or something to go back in there.
Okay. Shut the door.
Yep.
Back
And
out in the
I'll-
hallway.
There's one more door, right?
There's one more door on the left, yes, but there are also doors across, like in between them, on the other side of the hallway as well. There are three of them.
Well, I gotta fill out this map, so let's go on the last door on the left.
Okay. Try the door, once again unlocked, and as you step inside, you can see what was once a large dining room. There's a large round table sitting in the center of the room, with very ornately crafted chairs set around it. Though a bit worn and tattered, some fine table mats sit in front of each of the chairs. Along the wall, there's a couple different murals. One of them portraying a forest scenery, another portraying a large waterfall.
They're murals, not like paintings. They're like etched into the wall.
Correct.
Okay. Looking at those with my archaeologist background, can I tell what, like, who built this?
Go ahead and make a history check.
All right. History. All right, new dice, don't let me down. They let me down. 11.
No, it doesn't ring any bells.
Hmm.
I will say, even with that roll, though, you can tell, like, it appears to be like a foreign artwork. This isn't something that you have seen within any of the taverns, like within anywhere in the Tall Pines. It's not anything you saw when you were visiting the dwarves in Son of Lenneth. It isn't anything like what you saw in the swamp. It's not like the druids' artwork either. This is a different painting, a different art style than what you've seen before. It's like ultra realistic and almost not unsettling to the point of like, is that waterfall moving or is my imagination? But like, it almost looks like it was taken
What?
and
Yeah,
put on the wall from where it was. Just very realistic artwork.
like one of those paintings that you look at and like, there's no way that's a painting. That's a photo.
Yep, exactly like that.
I'll
But
probably
since you
stare
have
at.
no photo
Yes,
cameras
I.
or anything, it would.
Yeah, I'll probably stare at that for like a good 10, 15 seconds, and then sort of snap himself out of it and continue to look around for anything. Does it seem like I'd gotten enough wood to like get a fire going throughout the night when I took all that wood from the stove?
It would depend. Like, it's gonna be very cold tonight.
Mhm.
Keeping a fire going all night, it could take a lot of wood, but any more wood definitely isn't gonna hurt anything. But you at least have enough for now, and you now
Okay.
know that there's chairs and tables in here. So if you do start running out of wood later in the night, you could always come back and grab more.
Yeah. Okay. Any silverware on the table still, or any plates, anything?
No, there wasn't any other than the kitchen tools like in the kitchen either. So
Mhm.
stuff like silverware, place settings, like tables or not, sorry, not tables, plates, bowls, things like that. You have yet to run into.
All right.
Though you do
Does,
think that like a pantry area may make sense for something like
yeah.
that.
Does this room? I remember the kitchen had a bit of like a draft in it, like the wall had broken down a little bit. Is that the same with this room?
No, no draft in
Okay.
here.
I'm going to go over to the door and see if I can't get the door handle off.
Okay. Um. You can either make a strength athletics check or I would say like what tools do you have with you?
I have my shovel.
Strength athletics check.
Well, let's see. What else do I have? I guess the door is made of wood, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just take my shovel and more wood won't hurt, so I'll just try and knock the door down.
Okay. Well, you are working on chopping the door down. Serena.
Okay, ready.
You had just finished searching through what appeared to be some sort of like a study room. Remind me, I know you chopped up the bookshelves and the desk that was in there. I think you took like some of the books as like fire starter material. Were you then starting to take that back out to the fireplace, or did you like leave that piled up and you were heading over to the next room? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I think I was gonna take them.
Okay, so we'll say you've like gathered up a armful and you're heading back out to uh, the fireplace. Kind of drop a pile of wood on the pile that Phylax has already brought back out. Um, Pele is there, kind of stirring the fire a little bit, keeping it going. Just going to get another load, or
Yeah, just bring what I can and then go. Just keep exploring the other rooms.
okay. Say it wouldn't take you too long to grab everything. Only a few trips. And as you're like finishing up with the last one and heading back out in the hallway, you just begin hearing like a banging, chopping noise coming from the left hallway.
And I know Phil went down the left hallway, right?
Yep. Yeah, you know Phil's down there. Chances are he's just chopping wood or
Yeah.
something similar.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna keep going then.
All right. Making your way to the room. I believe this one is on the far end on the right side.
Yeah, I think I went left first.
Okay.
Okay, just gonna try to open the door.
Yeah, this one is unlocked, and as you open the door, looking in the center of the room, there is a large bed. The headpiece, though definitely like very beautiful and well crafted, you can tell is like a bit lesser value than some of the items that you saw in the previous room. Not like quite as well crafted as the desk or the shelves that were in there. To the right of the bed, which you'd consider a fancier nightstand, and to the left is like a similarly crafted vanity table and wardrobe, kind of like they came in a pair.
In a set.
Yep.
Right. You said it was a dresser?
Yeah. So there's a nightstand, there's a vanity
Okay,
table, and a
nightstand.
wardrobe.
I'm gonna open up the wardrobe, see what if I find anything in there.
Okay. There is a few like at one point in time would have been like very colorful silk like bathing robes in here. However, like the color has long since faded. Some of the strings are beginning to come unraveled on the clothing, but still in fairly nice condition. Other than that, the wardrobe is empty, though.
Empty, and there's like no drawers on the nightstand or anything that I could just look through.
Yeah, there's drawers on the nightstand if you wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna do that too then. Just go see if I can just go around snooping, see what I can find.
Okay. Um, on the nightstand itself, there's like a small like hand mirror. Looks to have some sort of like a mixture of silver and some other metal handle. Within the drawers, the bottom drawer is empty. However, the one on top, inside a similarly crafted, handled brush, excuse me, and what looks to be like a small like cover like for the nightstand itself, like neatly folded up inside.
I'm gonna unfold it and just like lay it out on the bed really quick.
Okay.
Just like spread it out nice and neat. See what it is.
Yeah, it's very nice. It has kind of that the lace outline around it. It is a circular cover, and the design embroidered on the center of it. There's a crescent moon with 3 stars and a sailing ship that looks like it has like way too many sails on it.
I'm sorry. What material did you say this was made out of, or did you?
I did not.
Okay.
But it would
So
be
does it look faded like everything else I found, or does this look new?
definitely faded, but
Okay. Okay.
not not as bad as the stuff in the wardrobe. But again, this was folded up in the drawer of the nightstand, so
Okay. So it's
less
just better
exposure.
kept. Yeah. Okay. Um. I'm gonna fold that up just to show Shaper later. Said there was the wardrobe. Oh, is there anything else I can search through in the room?
There's a couple drawers on the vanity, if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'll check out the vanity
Yeah,
too then really quick.
and it has like a couple of brushes, a couple of combs, um, just like your basic like morning self-care routine type stuff. You kind of start to get like the hint that this is some sort of like a guest room, as there's no like abundance of clothing that was kept in here. There's no everything seems pretty much just like laid out for use, but not
Yeah.
actively being used.
I'm just gonna break everything apart, chop it down to like little pieces of wood, and take
All
it
right.
out.
All right.
But first, I'm just gonna drag the mattress and just put it in front of the fireplace so we can just all like lay there.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. And it is like it'd be like the equivalent to like a king-sized mattress, so pretty big. Drag it out through the hallway and lay it down on the floor next to the fireplace. About this time, Phil, you've successfully cut this door into pieces and been able to remove the handle from it.
After I do that, I sort of stand up, wipe the sweat off my brow, and then my eyes happen to land on the hinges that would have been much smarter to just attack.
Fair enough.
And I just like anime sweat drop and then just gather up the pieces and go back to the fireplace.
Phil brings in another handful of wood and lays it on the pile that should more than easily get you guys through for sure one night at this point. As amongst the pile is now a door, the wood from the kitchen, a desk, a shelf, a wardrobe, a vanity, and a nightstand.
We're good, guys. We can relax now. We've had
Ah, excellent.
okay.
I'm going to go back to exploring then.
Palaya's just enjoying watching them bring all this back. She's like, all right, I'll just keep tending to the fire.
I go back down to my hallway, just sort of like tossing the doorknob up and catching it like a baseball.
Okay. Which one of the rooms would you like to enter? And would anyone like to go with him? Shaper has not yet returned downstairs. The master bedroom like investigation took a little bit longer than some of the stuff you guys. So like, I guess time wise, right now he's probably just about to go into the storage closet at the end of the hallway. Anyone going with Phil? Nope, vibing at the fire.
No, I'm just gonna keep going back to my side because I know I still got stuff to go look through.
Okay, what are you looking through on your side?
Because was there more doors still?
Nope, that was it on your
Oh,
side.
oh, I
It was
only
just
had two
those
doors.
two.
Oh, I thought
Yep.
I had more. Never mind. I'll go with Phil.
All right.
You don't sound so enthusiastic.
There are three and a half doors left. You peeked in one of them but didn't go in, so I guess 4 that haven't been explored yet.
I will point to the one with all the spoiled food. I would not recommend going in there unless you have something to cover or plug your nose with. It is full of spoiled food. So I was intending on saving that one for last.
Oh, I'm gonna open the door. How bad is the smell for me?
I mean, imagine like maybe like 50 to 75 pounds of food that's been rotting for an undisclosed amount of time. I'm not exactly sure what that would smell like, but I can't imagine that it would be pleasant whatsoever.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say it's sitting around like an 8.
If it's an 8, I think Serena can handle that.
Okay.
Con.
I see her going in there. You are a brave soul. Let me know if you find anything interesting. And I'm going to keep going to another door.
All right. Serena, as you make your way inside, yeah, the shelves there's rotten, what looks like at one point in time was probably meat, spoiled vegetables, spoiled fruit in here, and as you're kind of examining one of the shelves, you hear like a low, like, rattling noise, and as you turn, you can see a skeleton now standing up to its full height, which is still like a little bit shorter than you, and begin like walking.
God, that's got to
towards
be a
you.
short skeleton then.
And it begins walking towards you. Like,
Don't make too much fun of him. He's all skin and bones.
I'm just gonna pull out my battle axe and swing at him.
okay, roll a hit.
That's a 21.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh, I should have. I'll do it later. D8. It's just a skeleton. I don't need to do it. D8 plus 4. Oh, that is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, well, and then I'm gonna need you to roll initiative, because he's still alive and coming at you with intentions of harm. I think you'll be going first.
Are you sure about that?
Not one.
No!
Okay, yeah, I got a 5 plus 4, so
Yep.
9.
Yep, you are definitely going first. It's like, yeah, so what are you doing? It's still like coming at you, like hands are like out now. Its jaw is like broken on one side and it's just kind of like dangling by the other side, and its hands are like out, like it's going for your neck.
Real quick, just want to make sure of something. Oh, that's only for checks. It's not for anything specific. Damn it. Because I have the things against undead, but it's only survival checks
Oh,
or
gotcha.
wisdom checks. I was gonna see if I had like any advantage on my attack.
Fair enough.
Alright, I'm just gonna swing my battle axe at it again.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
15 plus 4, 19.
That'll
Oh,
hit.
I'm sorry, 15 plus 7. But
That'll hit even harder.
And that's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Yeah, and as your axe swings forward into it a second time, the head kind of like rolls off of its shoulders, and the whole thing just like kind of falls into a pile around the head.
Is it still moving at me?
No, not moving right now.
I still hear battle music, so I feel like something I'm supposed to do something. I'm
Why do I
gonna
hear
look
boss music?
around. Are there more?
No, you don't see any others. Just like this, like oddly like perfect pile of bones in front of you.
Bonus action or not bonus action? I'm just gonna use. Oh, I forgot I had second attacks. I'm just gonna attack the bones again just to be sure.
All right, as your axe like hits the piles of bone, it sends them flying, and you see as there's this like as the bones like separate from this pile, there's like this small like burst of energy and like a little bit of smoke, and then the bones like are just they stay spread out across the room.
Okay. So only food in here, nothing else? Just wasted food?
Yeah, that's well, and as you since the threat is now gone, as you kind of make your way past this corner of shelves where the skeleton had like appeared from, you can see that the next set of shelves, both on the left and right of you as you head forward, are full of very fancy like plates and silverware, cups, bowls, serving spoons. It's like any type of silverware you can think of, any type of place setting you can think of.
I'm gonna leave them there, and I'm gonna have Phil get them later.
Okay. Speaking of Phil, which door did you go into?
If I went on the last one on the left, most recently, I'll go to the next closest one from there, so I can just like make sort of a loop.
Okay. So the one furthest down at the end, on the right side. Gotcha. As you tried this door is locked.
Hmm. He just kind of narrows his eyes at it for a second, and then looks down at the shovel, looks at the door, looks back at the kitchen where where part of the wall had collapsed. I'll be back for you later, and I'm going to go to the other door.
Okay. Try the door. Once again, locked.
I'm going to take my shovel and just try to break the doorknob off.
Okay, go ahead and make me a strength check.
All right.
Or actually, go ahead and you can just roll damage versus it as well, if you would like to try to break the adamantine door handle off.
Well, since it's an adamantine shovel, it's an automatic critical hit against objects, right?
No. You're hitting an adamantine door handle.
Against the adamant. Okay.
If you want to hit the door, then yes.
Are the door hinges made of adamantine?
You can find out. You can't really hit the hinges on a closed door.
Oh, that attitude. All right, I'll just swing at the handle.
Okay.
That is 7 points of damage.
Did you roll to hit?
Sorry, you said just roll damage.
Well, yeah, it's not a crit, but I don't think I said that.
Maybe I'm tired, but that's what I heard. Well, I'll roll the hit.
No, you definitely said just roll damage.
Oh, my bad. I meant like just roll like an attack, like instead of rolling a strength check, roll an attack roll is what I meant.
Okay.
Sorry. Like roll to damage it.
Got it. That's a 19.
19 will hit.
All right. 7 points of damage. Rolled the exact same thing.
7 points of damage. All right.
Yep.
It kind of like shifts a little bit in its slot, but it's still in the door.
Can I try it again? See if I broke the locking mechanism.
If anything, you like broke it in place, as it is still not able to turn.
All right, fuck this door.
Meaning,
I'm going to swing at the door proper this time.
okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. That's a 17.
Yep. So that's a crit, because adamantine shovel.
So that is 11 points of damage.
One of the pieces on the door just like busts open, and there's just like a hole into the other room now.
Okay. I want to look in the other room first.
Okay.
See if I fucked up.
Yeah, as you kind of like look in, it's hard to see. It's very dark in here. There's no source of light other than the one that you've just created with this hole. And then obviously, like looking in through it, you're now blocking the light and stuff. So it is kind of hard to see. It looks like you can see like the shape of a bed, and there's like on the far side of it some sort of furniture, but it's hard to tell. And anything on the close side of the bed is like it's at that angle where it's just you tell there's stuff there, but you can't really tell what it is. At the foot of the bed, you can see that there's like I would say a nice chest. Definitely not as ornate as the rest of the stuff that you've seen around here, but still looks nice. And as you're like peering in through this door, I need to know what your AC is.
I don't suppose my shield helps me out here, does it?
No, it does not. The door does, though. It's
15.
A 15? Okay, so this will be a glancing blow. As this skeletal hand reaches up, like grabbing onto the front of your face just for like a slight second, and you feel this like surge of energy erupt through the point where it touches you on the face, and you take 3 points of lightning damage.
I'm going to... Wait, did I do that already? I might have done that already today. I don't think... Because this is the same day as we fought the knights. Did they have any elemental attacks?
I don't believe so.
I'll absorb elements.
Okay.
So have that down to 1. And then I'll pull my head back out if I can, and just sort of smack, like stick the shovel in and smack it down.
Well, there's no... You've got a hole about this big.
Oh.
So, like, your face is, like, in the hole.
Okay, I thought I had stuck my whole head in there.
No. Just your face. Otherwise, the door would not have helped you.
Okay.
And
well,
would not have
I'm
been a
gonna...
glancing blow.
I'll swing at the door again, with the shovel. But
Okay.
now it's also got lightning on it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit the door.
Yeah, that's a 23. I guess my main concern is before the skeleton attacked me, did I feel like a draft at all?
No.
Okay.
Felt lightning.
Yeah, my main concern is that I don't want to knock down a door to a part of the house that's collapsed and make it colder.
I think your main concern right now is the skeleton's trying to kill you.
I mean, sure.
What I mean is, like, the situation's changed up a little bit. If there was, like, any sort of breeze or something that's very unnoticeable like that, unless it's aggressive, there are a lot bigger things on your plate right now. And I don't know that you would actively be like, all right, there's a skeleton trying to kill me, but was there a breeze?
Fair. So yeah, that's an auto crit, right?
On the door, correct. Or what did you roll to hit, sorry?
23.
Oh, yeah, that definitely, yeah.
And I believe absorb elements adds a d6. So...
And Serena, you would see this going, well, actually, no, probably at this point in time, you'd probably be fighting a skeleton of your own. Never mind, ignore me.
I probably would have just ignored it and kept going anyways to the next door. Said I handled my skeleton.
Yeah, so the door is taking 8 points of, I guess, slashing damage, and then 6 points of lightning damage before I even roll.
Okay.
So then that's 10. So another 2 points of slashing and another 2 points of lightning.
For a total of?
For a total of 18.
18. Okay. The hole is, like, grown a lot bigger now, and the
tough fucking door.
skeleton is, like, working on, like, trying to crawl its way through the hole, which, like, you could definitely, it's big enough, you might struggle to crawl through it, but, like Serena could easily fit through it. Your other party members would probably be able to slip through it with pretty much ease.
Is it big enough that I could... Well, let's focus on the skeleton first.
Which I'm gonna say it is the skeleton's turn right now.
Yep.
The skeleton is going to use half of its movement to step out through this hole in the door and try to attack you.
Okay. Now my shield helps me, though, right?
If you're backing away from the door, if you're trying to keep it in the other room, then no, but...
No, I'll let it come out.
Okay. So that's 19 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
Alright. You take 9 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
As it just, like, reaches forward and, like, grabs onto your shoulders, and this lightning energy, like, shoots out of it.
All right. 9 points?
Correct.
Cool. All right. I assume it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and hit him with primal savagery.
Okay.
That's a 21.
21 will hit.
Okay. Uh, 11 points of acid damage.
Acid damage. Alright.
Is it still up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use... No, I'm sure I did that. I think I already did the roar today.
Can you only do it once a day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me make sure, because if...
Pretty sure you did it in the bridge fight.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. Well, me and my 6 hit points are gonna yell for help.
Okay. Serena, now you definitely, like, just kicking this pile of bones off to the side can, from the hallway, you hear, like, a couple of bangs, like, chopping wood, and then followed by,
I could use a hand here! If you're not too busy.
She's gonna let out a sign, like run to go see what's going on.
Would I or no?
yeah, you would.
Oh. Damn! I guess I'll get up.
Like, roll off of the mattress. God damn it.
She's
And-
literally like, I finally sat down, bro.
Yeah, Serena, you like running out of the like this pantry area and sticking your head out into the hallway. You can see this this skeleton like just pulling its second leg out through this hole, like grabbing onto Phil, like this lightning energy crackling through its hands, looking very similar to the skeleton that you just went up against. A little bit taller than the one you went up against, but much shorter than Phil, making this somewhat of a comical scene. And play as you like round the corner into this hallway, you can see like Serena just coming out of another room and this skeleton like hanging on to Phil.
Oh boy. Yeah. Let's see.
Do we need to... roll?
So, well, those two do. You guys already have your initiative. In the order that you guys acted.
Yep.
Okay, so
So you guys are
me
rolling for third and
first?
fourth.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, okay.
Oh,
20
I thought you said we
plus
had our
4,
initiative.
24.
No, Phil and the skeleton.
Oh, okay. 18 plus 4.
I got it.
22.
I got a nat 20.
All right, so
Nice.
So it will be the skeleton, then Phil, then Pelea, then Serena. Skeleton is gonna. That is a natural 20.
Cool, I'm probably down.
You'll be fine.
How many hit points do you have left?
6.
You are in fact down. As the skeleton like releases another surge of electricity through Phil, and Phil drops onto the hallway floor.
Am I far to shoot it, or should I not shoot it?
I
How
mean,
far am I?
you're probably like 20, 30 feet away.
Oh, lit. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. Where?
If you would whisper me.
17.
17.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Alright, and then for damage, it's gonna be 10 points of damage.
Ten points of damage. All right.
I guess I'll attack it again
All right.
if it's still up. I'll
Yep.
Hunter's Mark it too.
Okay.
Bam. And I didn't know how long it was gonna be standing. I think I hit it. I got a 29.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And then for my second one, I did 7 plus 5 plus what's my Hunter's Mark again? It's been
D6.
so long.
D6.
D6. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 2, 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. And with this shot, it like hits like more central on the skull of the skeleton. And the skeleton like falls down into this pile of bones on the ground.
Hell yeah.
Is that it for your turn?
If combat's over, I'll go check on Phil, but it doesn't sound like it is.
So you start heading up
The
towards
music's-
Phil.
Yeah, the music's not diegetic.
Yeah. Well, Serena can handle whatever's rest. Yeah.
All right, Serena, it's your turn.
Serena's probably gonna look at the skeleton like, I handled mine, and just probably walk up and see the hole and try to go just climb through the hole and through the door.
Okay. Yeah, you can climb through the hole in the door, no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna climb through the hole of the door.
Okay. I say because it takes half your movement to go through the hole, so that's probably your full movement for this turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So at the top of the round, Pelea, you see as the pile of bones at like the feet of Phil starts to like rattle and move around and then reform into a skeleton, and it's going to hold up. Well, you move towards Phil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's going to try to attack you.
Okay.
That's
It's not an opportunity attack, right? Because it was a pile of bones.
No, it's its turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
but
wait.
that's a 10 to hit, so I don't think it.
No. Yeah, no.
So it misses, and Phil, go ahead and you would whisper me another one, and Pelea, it's your turn.
I'm gonna Phil. Or try.
You're gonna what? Sorry.
I'm gonna try to stabilize Phil.
Okay. All right. You like start to go down to stabilize him, and Phil like opens his eyes, coughing up a little bit of blood, like looking around, as he got a nat 20 on his death saving throw.
Oh, lit. So is my action still used
No,
for the turn?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay. Cool. Then I'm gonna attack the skeleton.
All right.
I was like, damn. Yeah, let's do it.
Are you trying to shoot it? Are you punching it? Are you pulling out a different weapon?
Am I close to it now?
Yeah, you're within 5 feet of it.
I'm a spirit.
Spirit? All right.
Okay. Yeah. I got a 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
And then now I do is it a D6 if I poke it and a D8 if I throw it?
No.
So
it's a D6
that's
if you have one
use
hand
two
on the
hands.
spear,
Yep.
and D8 if you have 2 hands on the spear.
Oh. Yeah, sure. I have 2 hands on the spear.
All right.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, it would mean that you had to put your bow down. So.
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like that would have been implied if I took out my spear. I don't have my bow
Yep.
on me right now. Okay, so D8, so 4 plus 4 plus my hunter's mark. Plus 3. So 11?
11. It crumbles back into this pile of bones again.
I'm gonna just cast step on it.
Yeah. And as you just like kick this pile of bones, like the bones like separate around, falling in, and you see this like little burst of blue energy, and then like a little puff of smoke, and the bones remain dormant on the ground.
Stay down, punk. All right. She's done her job.
All right.
Thank you.
I didn't do anything. You're welcome. You got up yourself.
Even still, had you not been here, I fear I probably would have expired.
Never mind. I was gonna say like the food, but this isn't the room with the food, is it?
No,
Dang it.
no, that would have been good.
Dang, Sedge. Yeah. No worries, buddy. That's what friends do. I'm gonna just go back to the fire.
I will push myself up, and if the hole is big enough for me to stick my arm through, I'm gonna try and reach around and unlock the door.
Yeah, yep. That is definitely something you can do at this point. Then unlock the door. Inside, Serena is currently looking around the room. In here, there is in the center of the room, like up against the wall to the left, there is like a semi-large bed, like slightly bigger than like a full-size bed. On the far side of it, the piece of furniture that you had like seen in the shadows is a nightstand, and on the close side there is a vanity table and a wardrobe. At the base of the bed, there's that. Again, everything here is well crafted, just not as nice as some of the stuff you've seen around the house. On the chest, you see engraved into it, Meredith.
Well, I mean, Serena was in here before me, so I'm sure she get, like, whatever she's examining, I'll go look at something else.
I'm gonna open up the try to open up the chest.
The chest at the foot of the bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. Inside, you see there's a blanket in here. There is a couple pieces of jewelry, a bracelet and a necklace. Don't look to have any sort of like real monetary value to them. However, on both you can see the initials MJ on them. Underneath the blanket, there is like an old set of like a dinner set, like a plate, a bowl, and a fork, knife, and a spoon that appear to be from a set, all also with the initials MJ on them. Picking up the plates and stuff, kind of moving them to the side. Underneath, you find like a rolled up, what looks to be, like a leather, kind of a small scroll case. And opening that and pulling it out, there is a rolled up letter inside. And it says, Dear MJ, I'm sorry about the way that things ended between the two of us, but please take these as a token of my gratitude for what we once had. I hope you understand that though I will always have feelings for you, that I will always care for you, my parents would never allow for me to marry a servant. I hear you got a new job. I hope that it goes well. Sorry. Signed, DR.
And that was just in that little like scroll.
Yep.
Case.
That was what was in the scroll case, yep.
She'd probably just be like, that sucks. Drops it in there. Looks over to Phil. Because you said there was like spoons and stuff too, like silverware, or like necklaces. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, there was a necklace, a bracelet, and then there was the table set. All of them engraved with MJ on them.
Sir's gonna look over towards Phil and say, "Do you need stuff like these over, like this stuff over here for your half plate, right?"
Uh, it would probably help, yes. I don't know. That would be something more to ask Shaper than me.
All right. Well, I got this here, and then in that room you didn't want to go into, there's a bunch of silverware in there too.
Excellent.
I'm gonna head to the next room. You didn't open the next room, right? You skipped that one because it was locked.
It's locked.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna head to the next room then, and just go walk up and let him do his thing, and just wait till you tell me when I get to the door.
So you're walking up to the door, and what are you doing at the door?
I'm gonna smash it open with my axe.
Okay. Hitting the door.
Yeah, I just didn't wanna. I just didn't want to because I know Phil's still in the room. I didn't want to just take it off of Phil if he was gonna still do stuff in the room.
We'll go ahead and make your attack roll against the door. And while you're doing that, Phil, what are you doing?
I'm gonna, look at, like, I'll check the wardrobe first. Let's go with that.
Okay. Inside you see a few different changes of clothing, but they are relatively the same clothing, just different colored. There's like there are 7 different sets. There's a yellow, there's a red, a light blue, a dark blue, there's a black, there's a white, and there is like a lightish purple, almost pink.
Is it like a uniform?
That's what it looks like, yeah. Some sort of a uniform.
Okay, I'll leave that open, and I'm going to go over to the vanity and the nightstand and just look through those.
Okay. Inside the drawer on the nightstand, there is like a metal-handled hairbrush with like silver inlay on it, and there is a small, looks to be maybe like a bronze-framed, small little picture of a similar artwork to what you saw in the dining room, but like not to the extent, not quite as good. And it is of a boy and a girl that look a lot like Serena.
Gonna hold on to that and probably show it to her once I'm done exploring this.
Okay. In the vanity, you find kind of your general morning routine, like self-care items, hairbrush, comb, things of that sort.
Anything under the bed?
No, under the bed seems to be empty.
All right. Yeah, I'll look. I'll head back to. I'll go back out into the hallway.
Okay.
See what Serena's up to.
Okay. What did you get to
Hello.
hit?
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, jeez. Okay. How much damage?
So I rolled a 7, so and then it's a D8 plus 4, so 19 points of damage.
Yeah. 19 points of damage. There's a nice sized hole in it now. The door is still like, it's still closed. It's still, I guess, standing. It didn't like knock it off its hinges or anything, but there's a nice sized hole in it now.
I guess I'm just gonna swing at the door till it's not standing.
Okay. All right. Based off of the first hit, it takes like two more solid hits, and the door kind of the top part of it is kind of swings open as it's still like hanging on to the hinges, but it's no longer attached to any other part of the door, and the bottom part of the door appears to just be like held on at this point by the latch itself, but you can just kind of like kick it and it falls enough inward that falls off the latch, toppling over. Making your way into this room, it looks almost identical to the room you were just in. The bed is up against the left wall, towards the middle of the room. There's a vanity and a wardrobe on the side nearest to you. On the other side, there is a nightstand. There's a chest at the foot of the bed, but the chest here says Terrence.
Guess first thing I'm gonna do is open up the chest.
Okay. Inside, there's much less in here. There's a pair of nicer looking boots and a folded up, like, fairly nice outfit. Probably what you would consider like getting dressed up, but by no means fancy.
Right.
Sitting on top of the set of clothes is a letter, like kind of faded with time, having not been kept in anything. And then next to the letter is another one of these small, like leather scroll cases.
What's in the scroll? I'm gonna open up the scroll case.
Scroll case, it appears to be like a poem.
I think Serena would realize that, have no interest, and just drop it back down in the
Kind of figured.
case.
So I didn't read it.
She would start reading it. I can tell you when to stop.
She dances along the shoreline. Her fingers mix in the water with sand. She smells of salt and seaweed. days
And
are
just
sh-
drops it back in.
I really expected you to just be like, the first word, stop.
Is there a skeleton in here?
No skeletons.
I don't see like any bones anywhere.
No, no bones.
Okay. And you said there was like a wardrobe like the last room too?
Yep.
I'll go check that one out.
You open up the wardrobe, and there are 7 changes of clothing in here, all different colors.
Gonna assume the vanity. I think she would just assume the vanity is gonna be like the same as the last vanity she saw. Probably gonna grab the bed and drag it out too, because you said there was a bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And grab a bed and drag it out there also, so we have more beds
Mattress?
to sleep on. Mattresses, sorry.
Gotcha. All right, Phil.
At what point do I step out into the hallway?
I don't know when you're done.
I guess at what point when like relative to what Serena's been doing.
Oh, she's inside the next room.
Okay. I will go inside and anything interesting in here?
Just a poem of some sorts.
Do you point at the chest, I assume?
Yeah.
Or?
We'll just point at the chest. That's all I really gotten to look at. I'm just gonna assume this has just been similar to like the other rooms I've been in.
I'll go look at the chest and see if I can. Because there's a letter in there too, right?
Yeah, in the chest there is there's a letter, and there is like a scroll case that's like open, been thrown off to the side, and a piece of paper that's like rolled back up.
Kind of. Does it look like I can pick up the letter without it like disintegrating in my hands or
Yeah.
falling apart?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and read the letter.
This is a language that you do not know how to read. Looks very complicated and like almost like mathematical.
Serena, I believe this is written in your language.
Serena, this is how I imagine this is happening. Serena's like already like mattress like overhead. Show it to me like with her hand like up.
I will show her the letter. I also found this in the other room, and I will pull out the picture of the boy and the girl that resemble her.
Would that photo trigger anything, or are they just gifts and
Yeah,
that's why they resemble me?
I'm assuming,
yeah,
yeah.
they're just gifts.
Oh, okay. I think she would just look at the photo for a second and be like, just kind of just there staring. There's like an awkward silence of like 2 or 3 seconds. That doesn't register anything for me. And then and then goes over to looks over at the letter.
Yeah, I mean, it's a letter written in Gith. Starts off, Dear Terrence, I know you're probably tired of hearing from Mother Dearest, but I just wanted to know how the new job is going. You haven't written back or replied to any of my letters so far, and I'm gonna keep sending them until I get a response. Well, anyway, I hope the new job is going well. Please write soon. With all the chaos happening of late, it'd just be nice to know that my little boy is doing okay.
So like I can fully like read and understand it now for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I just read it out loud to you.
Hmm. Phil opens his mouth to say something and then realizes this is probably not the best time, so just shuts it and sort of looks at the letter, even though he can't read it. I wonder what chaos they are referring to. Perhaps
Would
it's
would I know anything about? I guess maybe not.
Up until
Like any
today,
history, like or just like a history of like any kind of like war or like.
so up until today, nobody ever lived within the tall pine forest. Now, you're discovering several houses outside of this one. A house that quite obviously had people who lived lives within here. But until today, no one had ever lived within the tall pine forest except for the small settlements outside on the edge, Nightmare and Timbercrest. So everything in here is the first time anyone, and at least as long as memory allows for, have been here. Because
So this is almost like finding like an ancient civilization. Like,
correct.
oh, okay.
Undocumented history.
Yep.
ancient aliens
The
shit.
only
Aliens.
documentation of this is what's here.
Okay, that kind of gives me more context on things now. Cool, cool, cool. Hmm.
Which is why if you'd have seen Shaver, he's literally writing down everything he's learned so far. It is like looting with one hand and like half writing. Every new thing it's found, it's get written down.
Alex is just remembering. He'll tell Shaper later because his handwriting sucks.
I found the portion of you put into the character. Nice.
It's funny because it's true.
I'm unsure what kind of chaos they'd be referring to. As far as we know, like no one's ever lived here, like out in the woods or the forest.
Forgive me if this is rude, but where are you from, Serena?
Nothing has changed, right? I just I had some memories like kind of come to me, and all I really learned was that I could
Yeah,
speak it.
yeah.
Speak in.
Other
Sorry,
than that,
this has been a very long break, so
yeah, no, that was all that happened. There was no like,
I didn't
oh,
just
finally
remember.
answers. No, it was
Yeah,
just like
okay, just
a weird. It felt like it felt like a dream, but seemed like a memory at the same time. It was.
yeah.
Other than that, you just know what like Adrian told you growing up.
Where I'm actually from, I have no idea.
Nods like he was kind of expecting that. Hmm.
And while
appears-
all that's going on, Serena's just still holding up the mattress over her head.
Well, this is certainly interesting, but I don't know that we have enough pieces to put it all together, as they would say. So, but it appears people like you used to live here. So perhaps if we can find out where they came from or where they went, we can figure out.
Where I'm from.
Yes.
Cue Phil Collins. I wanna know. Can you show me?
I wanna know about these strangers like me.
Oh my god, did I just make myself Tarzan?
You do fight with a spear, don't you?
Nope.
Or no, that's Palea.
That's Palea.
Only sometimes.
I'll sort of put the letter in my bag and. Would you like some help with that?
I should be good. And she's just gonna start walking out of the room with it.
Okay.
All right. So you make your way out towards the fireplace, I assume, with the mattress.
Yep.
Phil, where are you headed?
Well, seeing that she is dragging the mattress out, I will go grab the other one,
From the other room?
even if yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So as you guys begin moving furniture out into the living area, where the fireplace is, kind of setting them up in somewhat of like kind of a semicircle around the fireplace. About that time, as you're like just adjusting the last one, you guys hear the final few steps as Shaper makes his way back down into the same room with the rest of you. And as you guys all kind of regroup within the fireplace room, within the living area, we're going to go ahead and take a short little break. So we'll be back here in like 10-ish minutes. So go get a drink, go to the restroom, all that good stuff. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you stay hydrated. And we'll be right back. Hey guys, hopefully you're enjoying the episode so far. I know we had a lot of fun making it. If you guys want to catch a little bit more of me, you want to check out my other content, you can find me at twitch.tv/bearwithus. And if you guys want to get in on this live, if you want to watch the story unfold live, you can do that every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Tales From Hylem Twitch channel. So hopefully we'll see you there. Guys, it's finally here. We've got the Tales From Hylem merch store. Go to talesfromhylem.com. Guys, we got beanies, we got snapbacks, we got notebooks, we got joggers, water bottles. Go check it out. We got sheets of stickers. So go get yourselves a little bit of Tales From Hylem merch. Show, represent a little bit, and it really helps us out. So yeah, talesfromhylem.com is finally here. Go give it a peek, and thank you for all your guys' support. You guys are amazing. Enjoy the rest of the show. And we're back. Hello again. I hope everybody had time to get some drinks, go to the restroom, all that good stuff. Something I forgot to mention at the beginning, so I'll bring it up now. We do have some new emotes as well, so make sure you guys check those out. Those of you that are subbed, we got either one or two more. I'm not sure if one of them is approved yet or not. So, but yeah, we got Phil's shovel, and it looks like one of them is not approved yet, but it's coming. I don't want to spoil the surprise, though. But it's on its way. Twitch just has to decide that it's okay.
Yeah.
So,
You know, they're too busy installing their version of Super Chats.
but all right. So, you guys have all kind of made your various ways back into the fireplace room here at the front of the house. You now have 3 different mattresses set up around the fireplace here. Fire burning brightly within the fireplace, courtesy of Pelea. What would you like to do?
Good question. Maybe sleep.
It was getting
gonna-
towards nighttime, so
Hmm.
Shaver's just gonna go and sit down close to the fire for light and pull out the 2 bottles and the toolbox and start looking at them more closely.
okay.
I'm going to walk over to Shaper and give him the adamantine doorknob.
Oh yes, I noticed this while I was upstairs too.
What kind of people would use adamantine for doorknobs?
Rich, technologically advanced ones? So,
Well-
in other words, the higher class society of Gith?
Yes, I was going to say we found some letters, or a letter that was written in the language, and it mentioned something of some sort of chaos that was happening at the time.
Well, now that's rather interesting.
And I will hand him the letter.
Okay.
There are also skeletons here that animate and attack with lightning.
Oh, yours animated?
They did. Did not appreciate me barging into its room, apparently.
Shaper just looks back at the bottles more curiously now.
Can I read the labels on the bottles?
You cannot. Like, you can see them, but
But it's math.
mm-hmm.
What do those say?
Of them. What are they again? My brain's spaced.
Red
It
rot.
inserted
Passing.
redfall instead of red rot. And then
It's
peaceful
here to
passing.
haunt us again.
No!
No, red rot and
I remember peaceful passing.
Yep.
It was the red rot that got me.
Yep.
They say red rot and peaceful passing. The empty one is the peaceful passing one.
You said you found some skeletons as well.
Yeah. 4 of them, which I can assume to be the actual family that lived here.
Oh yes, ours appeared to have been the servants. But and this is just speculation, of course, but what with the mention of the chaos in the letter and how advanced these people seem to be before they just disappeared, and then you find this empty bottle labeled peaceful passing.
Well, yeah, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that they drank it.
I wonder what could have caused them such fear as to poison themselves.
Perhaps the reanimated corpses of their servants?
Would I know if reanimated skeletons are generally smart enough to lock doors?
I would say with your guys' fair share of exploration, run-ins with some reanimated skeletons in the past, they don't generally have much intelligence to do anything. In fact, most of the time, they're either product of some sort of an accident, or they're intentionally placed there as a sort of guard dog.
Perhaps, but one of them was behind a locked door. So I don't... And although I did struggle with it, the more capable warrior like Pelea or Serena would have no trouble fighting such a thing, so I don't think that would be cause for enough worry too.
So then it's a byproduct.
I would think so, yes.
Which only makes me more curious of the bottles.
I don't suppose red rot rings any bells in my head, does it?
No?
Would it ring any? Would it like makes any of those like like were they just like potion bottles, right? Like would those like make any sense to me at all?
No? I've never seen anything like this. But yes, they were just potion bottles.
Okay.
Well, I found nothing to indicate what the chaos is. However, it does prove to be enough that people want it out.
In any way possible.
Well, you don't find the secrets of the universe by searching one house.
No, of course not. Would be a lot cooler if you did, but
No, that takes out the fun of the whole exploration part of it.
that was a joke, but
He's just gonna go back to investigating these.
Do you have an alchemist kit?
No.
Okay.
And I can't make one because I'm not proficient.
Gotcha.
damn it, I sold mine.
I have alchemist supplies.
Would you like to try to figure out what the bottle with an actual liquid in it contains then? I mean, I can assume it's some sort of poison, but the fact the skeletons upstairs didn't reanimate kind of piques my curiosity.
Yeah, I could give it a shot. I could give that a try.
Okay. Go ahead and make an alchemy supply check. So you'll roll a d20. You'll add your intelligence. And are you proficient with the alchemy kit?
You should be.
Yes,
Okay.
I am proficient with it.
Then add your proficiency as well.
So, okay, hold on. So, I rolled my d20. I'm adding my proficiency and my intelligence.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. while Serena is doing that, what is everyone else doing? Because this will take a little bit of time.
I don't see that I have one, so since Serena said that there were plates and stuff in the room with all the rotten food, I'm gonna go see if I can find a teapot.
Okay. Sure.
Since that one plant from so long ago did say that he made a pretty mean tea.
Okay. Sure.
Start looking into the toolbox.
Okay. Give me a tinker's tool check. And along with that, I actually need you to roll me a D8.
Intelligence for the Tinker's tools.
Yep. And I'm sorry, a D4, not a D8. Playa, you just heading to bed? Was that a yes? Sorry.
Yeah.
Discord didn't- Okay.
That's a 24. The Tinker's tools check. And a 3 for the D4.
And a 3. Okay. Get to that in just a second. Okay. This toolbox is once you get it open, it's not locked. It's just the latching mechanism on it is a little strange, but with just a little bit of time tinkering with it, you're able to figure out how to operate the latch on this toolbox. And as it opens, none of the tools at first look reminiscent to anything that you have. They all seem a bit oddly shaped. Pretty much no straight angles. But as you inspect a little bit closer and actually using your tinker's tools as a vague comparison, you come to find out that this is a set of tinker's tools. It is of a very high quality. How your tinker's tools, would go for, reselling them somewhere around probably 35 gold pieces even. This set is probably worth around 75. And that's in their used condition. And that's just based off of what they're made out of. However, the real usefulness that you find from it is that the way that these are crafted, they actually allow for you to more easily get to those trickier spots, the more meticulous, but they're still built in such a way that the easy stuff doesn't become any harder. Anything that's normally easily accessible is still easily accessible with these tools. So when going to make those more difficult changes and improvements to items that you're tinkering with, these tools are pretty advantageous. This is a +1 Tinkerer's Tools kit. Serena.
Yes.
You you have enough here that you can, like, I would say run probably like 2 different little tests and still have enough for like 1 more left over. So like 3 altogether. But I assume you don't want to use all of it right away.
Right, yeah.
So, running the first one, you can confirm that this is indeed some sort of a poison. However, it's definitely not one that you've like had possession of before. It looks different, but it reacts with your other chemicals here in the same way that a poison would react. The only difference is the vial that it's in is like slowly starting to, like, at first it seems like it's hardening, but then you watch as like these small cracks start to form along the sides of the glass tube, and you see that it like hardened to the point where it became brittle and now just falls apart. The liquid gone, the glass just a pile of dust in your hands now, which does burn a little bit. Not enough to like do any damage, but enough that like you get it off of your hands as quickly as you can. And you said dirty 20, right?
Yeah.
In the process of like flicking it off of your hands, it like some of it falls into the fire, and the fire like goes up for a second, like increasing in size and then shooting back down, telling you that not only how this poison kind of reacts, at least with this substance, but also that either the poison itself or the substance it creates is flammable.
Okay. I'm gonna pass that info on to Shaper.
I'm sorry, what happened in the beginning? I was adding shit to my inventory.
It reacted with the chemicals to show that it was a poison, and then it like hardened the glass tube to the point where it became brittle, and it
Gotcha.
like fell apart into glass dust in his hand, in her hand. Sorry.
Interesting.
And that was just the first test?
Yep, that was.
Or
just,
is that 2 test? That was the 2.
Well, that was the first one. I realized it didn't make sense to like make you do more than one at a time, so that's what you got from the first test. Is there anything you wanted to test further?
Shaper, is there anything you would like me to try to figure out more exactly, or? Oh, hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I was thinking.
No worries. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't mine, because like everything got quiet.
Yeah, actually. Shaper's gonna pull a crossbow bolt out of his bag of holding. Wanna put just a tiny bit on the metal part.
All right, I go ahead and just like put a little dab on it.
The second that this like little drop hits the tip of the crossbow bolt, you watch as it like quickly and like methodically like begins to run almost like a wave coming up on the beach across the tip of this crossbow bolt, and then like works its way back under the tip of the crossbow bolt, until like it begins to like steam for a little bit, then harden. Maybe 10 seconds later, the arrowhead crumbles into dust.
That's what I thought. What a horrible thing to drink.
If they would have drank this, wouldn't their bones also turn to dust?
No, not by the way it works. It seems like whenever it touches itself, once it hardens, it seems to accelerate the aging period. Significantly, just pretty much instantly turning it into dust. Which would have meant all of their vital organs just poof. Or so I can speculate.
Serena's just gonna cover the bottle back up, hand it to Shaper, and just be very careful with this.
Now I'm curious of the bottle itself. Anyway, there's the other one. It's empty, but you might be able to do something with possible residue inside of it.
Look, having like holding both of them, do they feel like they're like the same material? Like, dumb question, but since like obviously that vial or that potion is like made out of something special.
Yeah, the outward material of these
Yeah.
seems to be identical. They both seem to just be held in glass bottles.
Can I try to scrape some residue off to see what I could get out of that?
Sure, yeah, you
off
take
of
one
it?
of your swabs and run a similar test. Again, reacting with the chemicals within your vial in a way that would lead you to believe this was a very quick acting poison. Not one that prolonged anything. It's not something that like was a gut-wrenching, painful experience. It seemed like it just kind of forced the user into a sleep that you would never wake up from.
I have an idea. Could I see that bottle just one more time, Shaper?
Sure. Don't use too much though. Could be very valuable going forward.
I'm just gonna take just a little drip. I just want to test something. I wanna put that. I just want to like take just the smallest drip and have it hit the outside of this vial, that of like the empty vial.
Okay. Just to make sure I'm understanding, you're taking the red rot vial and pouring a tiny little drop on the peaceful passing bottle.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to see if it's something on the inside that is keeping like the
Gotcha.
red rot,
So you,
like keep that, if there's something on the inside keeping the vial safe from the red rot, or if it's just the whatever like this is made out of.
yeah. So the
If that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. The drop lands on the outside of the bottle and it kind of runs off in a few different directions, and as it does, it kind of takes off in that wave sort of pattern again until it reaches around, and once it like touches itself again on the other side, you watch as the glass like steams for a second, then hardens, then shatters. However, inside of the glass that just shattered is another kind of holographic substance. As you like, it kind of looks like a bubble, like a blown bubble, how it has the like rainbow coloration tint to it.
Right.
And you can see that this is like some sort of a lining on the inside of the bottle that has taken the shape of said bottle.
Have I seen that material before? Any
No, you've never seen
No.
anything like this.
Shaper, are you familiar with this at all?
I'm not exactly familiar with glass blowing techniques, so no. I would say that it's probably something the Githyanki came up with. I can try to figure out what it is, but I make no promises.
Because it seems whatever this is what's keeping that red rot in that, and keeping that vial safe.
Regardless, though, this brings up a valuable point that if we find any more of these, we need to keep them, empty or not.
Yep. I'm gonna hand both vials back to Shaper. Well, I guess the one vial and whatever the other one is now.
As the glass kind of flakes off, no longer like being held together by itself anymore, because where the lines of the red rot ran is the only places that it like cracked and hardened. Right, it was
Right.
just in those lines, and the other pieces just kind of fell off. And as that lining touched your skin, it just kind of dissolved. So there's just nothing but broken glass left now.
Oof. Okay, I just hand him back the one vial then.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't really need the broken one.
I did also find in one of the rooms some silverware. I don't know if that would be helpful for what you need, if that would be the right materials needed for fills.
What were they made out of? Was it traditional silverware and it was silver, or?
I didn't look at him closely enough to get like a good check on it. That room is horribly smelling, and I was attacked by a skeleton around that time too.
Fair enough.
I did let Phil know, so I don't know if he went to go gather them.
Well, depending on what they are, it might do for a substitute metal, but not here. I would love to melt down all the adamantine in here and properly fix up his armor, but there's no way in hell I can get that fireplace to get hot enough to work with adamantine. Not to mention, we don't exactly have the time.
Nope, don't have what I thought I did. Okay. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
All right. Is there anything further anyone would like to do?
I'm gonna make that tea.
Okay, sure.
And I can take first watch.
Didn't you get your ass beat by a skeleton?
Yes?
I think Serena should take first watch.
Serena ain't looking too hot either.
Well, Palea's already asleep. So has it been a long rest yet? She can take
It has
over.
not been a long rest.
What? They
Serena
played
has
with
not had the-
alchemist kits and tinkerish tools. I was asleep.
The first
Serena
watch,
has not rested, and I'm at 15 health points.
the first watch of Pelea's sleep is probably over.
Oh, that means we can wake up Pelea, and Pelea can take watch.
Only once I've had a long rest. Yeah, go for it. I definitely went to sleep first, so I know that. I said, y'all have fun.
Like, I could stay up for watch, but
I
I
got
do
it.
only have 15 hit points.
Alright, Phil, just be sure to scream loudly.
I will. That should be something I am good at.
All right, Phil. Anything specific you want to do on this watch?
Just make that tea and then use up the last 3 uses of my healer's kit to make more healing potions.
All right.
Let's see. Okay, so let's see here. First one. Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you.
Second one.
Is that all you're doing?
I mean, I'll make a perception check if I need to, and just make sure the fire doesn't go out.
Okay. Who would like to take second watch?
Well, I could take second.
Okay.
Oh, it would depend on if I had finished my long rest or not.
That's literally what I. Sorry, as long as I've got a long rest,
Not-
y'all can wake me up whenever.
Not yet. But Serena, by the time you finish your last one, like Shaper and Palea are like both waking up.
Oh yeah, then we're good.
So you guys make it through the night. No other disturbances. The wind is still howling a bit, but much less than before.
In the time before the other two wake up, I want to go around and take off some of the door handles and pretty much everything adamantine.
Okay. How do you go about this?
Tinkerer's tools.
Okay, go ahead and make me a Tinkerer's Tools check.
Smart
Or-
way.
Whichever one is appropriate for this.
Yeah, Tinkerer's Tools would work. This is a skill check, not a knowledge check, though. So, dexterity.
You can use your new fancy ones.
Yeah. $24.
Yeah. Takes you about 10-15 minutes for each one, but you're able to remove, and you're taking them off of every door.
Yeah, doors, vanities, like the handles for the wardrobes and stuff. Pretty much everything that's adamantine.
Where do you start?
Probably upstairs, because those are the ones that I know where they're at specifically.
Okay. Okay, so upstairs you get 8 doorknobs. Uh, 10 like basically drawer handles. It's just drawer handles, wardrobe handles, all of that. It's I think that would be
You said
it.
10?
10 of them, yeah, because the kids' rooms didn't really have anything. So you had you had all the door handles, and then what was in the master's bedroom, the master bedroom. So
Gotcha.
Very different things. um, and that probably took you. Well, let's see. So that's an hour. Would have taken you like an hour and a half to do that. So by the time you're coming back downstairs, Phylax, Serena, you guys are starting to wake up for the day. Shaper, as you continue about it, do you start on the left or the right side of the hallway?
Right.
On the right side?
Yeah, probably
So as
whichever
you-
one was closer to the stairs.
Okay. So as you kind of make your way around, heading down the right side of the hallway, or the right hallway path, grab those door handles. The other ones, another half hour later, everyone's kind of awoken for the day. You guys can keep the fire going, and as you make your way back around towards the left side, starting on the right or left side of that.
Which one is the first door?
The first door would be on the left side.
Probably the left side.
All right. So another, let's see, 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, almost an hour and a half-ish later of you guys listening to the sounds of doorknobs coming out of doors. You hear the sound of doorknobs coming off a door, the door creaking open, and then the immediate sound of like electricity, which does not hit Shaper, but like zaps into the side of the door. Shaper, I need you to roll initiative. There was one more.
Oh, we missed one?
room that you hadn't
Oh,
gone
no.
into yet.
Wait, was there a door we didn't get it open?
Yeah, there was one door.
Oh, I thought
The
that.
closest
I thought all
door,
the
got 'em
doors.
all.
I would have gone.
closest
I
door
thought
on
we
the
got them
right
all.
side. Nope. You guys brought the mattresses back, and Shaper came downstairs. And after you got in the mattresses, went to break. And after break, you guys went right into alchemy and all of that stuff. So there's one room that had not been explored yet.
Silly goosin'.
Whoops.
So 19 for initiative for the Skelly boy.
He is going first.
All right, you gonna try to hit you? Oh my god, that's a 7.
No. No.
All right, it's your turn. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is force damage, right? Your attack?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's use the gun.
Oh, right, because it's a range, so you would be at disadvantage here.
Yeah, but fuck it.
I cast gun.
I'll do Hunter's Mark, and then I'll try to shoot him.
All right.
Oh, jeez, it's been a while. What's my plus to hit again? 16.
A 16 will hit.
Oh, yeah. For 16 points of force damage on the first one.
All right. And it is force damage.
Yes, all of its
You
force
watch
damage.
as like the head topples off of it and it all falls into this neat pile on the ground.
Is Hunter's Mark
Yeah,
still
you guys are
active?
definitely. Yes, Hunter's Mark is still active.
We'll shoot it again.
Okay. You don't need to roll the hit. It's an automatic hit when they're like this. So you just shoot it again. The pile of bones spreads across the room. There's a small light blue burst of energy followed by a puff of smoke, and the bones lie dormant. And now you've all faced a skeleton. Good job.
Am I able to tell anything about the magic blue light puff?
Not really. It looks like whatever energy was holding it together was dispelled when you shot it as a pile of bones. That's about it.
Okay.
It doesn't last long enough for there to be like anything to study.
Gotcha. Hey, I think you guys missed a room.
Did we?
Nah, we saved it for you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Are you all right?
Well, he's talking.
Well, yeah, it was only a skeleton.
He said it's only a skeleton. Meanwhile, Phylax is like, yes.
What's in the room?
Looks very similar to the last two rooms you were just in. There's a bed in the middle of the far left wall. Closest side to you, there's a wardrobe and a vanity. Furthest side, there is a nightstand. At the foot of the bed, there is a chest with the name Goriana on it.
Another servants' quarters. Look around the room a bit. Open up the chest. See if there's anything there. Vanity, wardrobe.
In the chest, there is a sheathed dirk. There is a small, looks to be some sort of a children's book, and there is what looks to be just reading like the first couple words. Seems to be entries in a diary.
First, we'll take a look at the dirk. Does it seem to be like the sword I found upstairs? Is it ornamental or
far less ornate, far less valuable? You would guess if it holds any sort of value, it would be sentimental. It's not like rusted or anything. It's in decent shape. The case it's in does seem to be enchanted, at least like slightly enough to that something that's in a room full of, or in a house full of rusted metal, that this didn't rust. But other than that, it doesn't seem to hold too much value.
let's still gather it up, put it in the bag of holding, and then
Okay.
read the journal.
Okay. Day 1. I hate dates, so days will have to do. Well, I may not even do that. I had a rough day today, but, well, I didn't think... Well, when Mom made me start writing about it, I mean, I guess she makes a point. If you don't want to talk about it, write about it. I gotta get it out somehow. I failed a magic proficiency test, and now that's why I'm here. But I mean, it's only because I stayed up late studying for it that I failed, but I was just too tired to focus on my casting. Day 2. No bad day this time. It's been a while since I've written here, but I was just asked to be courted by Hearn. He's the only guy I've ever had my eye on, and, well, apparently he asked my father yesterday while I was at work. Day 3. Just felt the urge to write about my day. It was an okay day. I went to school, I went to work, turned in all of my work on time, got everything done. I mean, it was kind of annoying, but at least my bosses are nice enough. I messed up once, but, they let me redo it. I got to hang out with some friends today, too. Spent a lot of time at the library since we all like to read. My favorite book, Petals of Peace. It was already checked out, so I had to find a different one. I landed on one called Out of Ashes. It was a little awkward during the prologue and kind of gruesome too, but it's about a phoenix that has amnesia and they've polymorphed into an elf. I don't know how that happened. I haven't finished the book yet, but it's super intriguing. That's been my day. I guess I just wanted to talk about my book. No one else wants to listen to me rant about it. The passages continue on, just bits and pieces out of her life. I mean, I can keep going if you would like, but
No. Basically, just looking
actually,
for.
I'll just copy and paste it. How does that sound?
Oh, okay.
Then you can have the information, but
We don't have to waste everybody else's time.
Because it's something Shaper would read just out of pure possibility of there just being the smallest little thing in there.
Dear diary, today the apocalypse happened.
Well, I'm not expecting it to be that bad. Not stand out that much, but you know what I mean? Just like little things, because like she talks about a book, so now Shaper knows books that were around back then. Because he's looking for anything and everything related to anything happening back then.
Anything else in the room that you would like to do?
If that's the only things that caught my eye out of everything, then I'll just go back to the door handles.
Only takes you another like 15-20 minutes to finish up. What's everybody else been doing?
How many door handles was that?
12, 14.
14 more?
Mm-hmm.
If I hear him like taking off the doorknobs, I'm gonna go start like grabbing other things that seemed valuable. If we're officially in loot mode. So like I'll go grab the silverware, I suppose.
I mean, honestly, that's just something I was doing while I was waiting for you guys to get up.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been up. I've been on watch. I'm just ready to leave. Eager and ready.
There would be a cup. I guess since I made the tea at like during my watch, just kind of stupid now that I think about it, but I would have left teacups out for Serena and Palea. So they're probably cold by now, but
Right, so the snowstorm probably took away all sorts of tracks that we were following.
right.
Seeing as we weren't really able to see the town last night, might be kind of difficult, but should probably head out and start searching for where they were going.
We do have a direction, if nothing else.
I do have one thing I can do. I can use to try to track them,
Oh,
but the issue is it will just point in the direction of the nearest one. So I'm gonna pull out my tracker's compass. All I gotta do is speak the type of a creature, and the compass will point the direction to the nearest one.
Do we know what kind of a creature Benet is? Like, I know he's a rat man, but is that specific enough?
But the issue is, if there's a rat man that's even like closer in the opposite direction or just in a different direction, it's gonna point us to that one.
I feel safe saying that there probably aren't many ratmen out here.
Haven't seen another one.
I mean, you can try it.
And besides, if it starts pointing a direction that we know they're not, well, obviously we know we
And
can't
we
follow
don't
it.
go that way.
Okay. What would I know the proper term for rat man?
Yeah, you just said it. I mean,
Ratman.
I guess rat folk.
Ra- Okay, I'll say rat folk and see where it points us.
Which way are you facing in the house? Or just which direction are you facing? Pick a direction so I can tell you which way the compass points.
In the direction of rat folk.
Just say you're facing north.
Okay, you're facing north.
Great, thank you. That's the
All right.
easiest.
So if you're facing north, then the compass would be pointing. It would be northwest.
West we go.
Does that line up with the direction that we were heading?
No,
No.
we were going southwest. Meanwhile, Pelea's like, does anyone pay attention to where we go in this forest?
Also, where about
you're
are we
here.
in the forest right now?
We're halfway between Pathins and somewhere else.
Because
Right.
I thought we were past that bridge right there.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Wait, what bridge did we
You-
pass?
Well, so you guys have definitely
It's
made
tiny.
ground from this place. From where you guys are here. This is where you were yesterday. Like the day
Oh,
before.
okay.
So by the end of the day, you can guesstimate that you're pretty close in here, but you don't know where. But considering that you're in a house right now, you would guess you probably made it to the ruins.
On the edge, yeah.
Show everybody else real quick. Sorry. Right there.
So.
I could be relatively close by in another house. Or building,
be.
at the very least.
Is it going to keep pointing towards the location?
That is a good question.
Yeah, until you go to a new target.
Okay, so it'll just keep tracking it that whole time.
Yeah, like let's say you said giant, and then you go to the nearest giant and you kill him, it's going to show you the next nearest giant.
And it'll just keep tracking them. Like, so
Yep.
say like, okay, cool.
So it was pointed pretty much straight east because the last thing you told it to track was elemental direwolf. And so the nearest one of those apparently is straight east. You would have seen that before you switched it.
Okay. So if nothing else, we will know if we pass them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
While we're in these ruins, we should take a stealthier approach. Don't know who will be watching out of their army.
Hmm.
Not to mention they have an army.
Yes, with giants.
And he said it was pointing northwest.
Correct.
Let's get a move on.
Yeah.
Well, we do have another option.
Which is?
We could try to find what they're trying to find first.
That would be good. It's the other... Well, presumably it's another pillar, right?
I have no clue.
Cool.
We are in an undocumented, ancient civilization that people barely even know the existence of.
Right, but we... Because we put the stone back, right?
Yes.
But it was pointing us in this direction, and we determined it was some sort of teleportation device.
Yes. But they took a separate piece of it. And the only reason I'm assuming they didn't take the stone was because they weren't smart enough to figure out that it was there.
And even if they did, I don't know that they could have gotten it out. Which does actually beg the question of how they got the other one out.
I think you guys know.
Well, yeah.
A charred charred knoll comes to mind.
I was
Like,
more referring to the
Chard
fact...
is putting it lightly.
Yeah,
I was-
he was Ash.
referring to the fact that only Serena could get the one out that we got.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's just another option. Because getting
Lead
to...
us in the same direction.
It's possible Benet doesn't even know what he's trying to find. And hunting him down is going to mean trying to walk into the middle of an army.
This is true.
Potentially, at least.
Wait, who were we following before?
The Benet Knights.
The ones that took the stone from the teleporter?
But we killed those ones.
No,
We killed
didn't.
some of them.
It's a
It's an
whole
army.
army.
Guards they had posted, but they met up with the army and continued on this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know we were at least somewhat close because we could hear the giants knocking down trees.
It just seems to me trying to get to Benet at this point is not going to be easy. Well, I mean, neither is searching for what they're searching for, but it seems a hell of a lot safer.
Palea.
Mhm.
At this point in time, though a bit distance, you can just pick up the sounds of like a loud knocking in the distance.
Loud knocking?
Yeah. Like a thumping noise.
Would I know what would cause that?
Lots of things. Someone pounding on a door, someone throwing rocks at a wall really hard, someone chopping down a tree. Like there's a lot of things it could be.
I think for now, what direction is it in?
Kind of like a northwestern direction.
We're going northwest.
Any particular reason why?
I hear things. Now let's go. Play is bored. She's ready to go. We can finish checking out these ruins if you guys want, but I think northwest is our best bet. We can't just say find B'nai Knights, because that could take us in the completely wrong direction. So either we go to the guy in charge, or at least work our way towards him. We don't necessarily need to fight him tomorrow, but we need answers, and the only way we get answers is if we go that way. No dissent? Cool!
Is it still storming outside?
It's windy. No one's been outside, so.
I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Opening the door, it's still very windy, very cold outside, but the snow does seem to have subsided. The only snow moving around seems to be snow being blown around. You can still see, though vision after a certain extent is obscured, just the blowing snows, wind making it already hard to keep your eyes open with the cold. But yeah, the storm does seem to have subsided, at least mostly. As you open the door, you can hear kind of off in the distance the sounds of like a loud knocking.
Is it similar to the noise I heard the other night on watch?
Vaguely. They could both be described as knocking or thumping, but
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, player's just gonna head that direction.
Mm-hmm.
all right. And you guys had mentioned something about moving stealthily. Is that still your intention here?
Yeah, I think so. So I'll stay a bit back from the rest of the group so I don't blow their cover.
All right, everybody, go ahead and make me stealth checks.
Like, it's so hard for me to see the numbers on these dice. Okay.
Just
18.
23.
23.
24.
8.
All right. Well, it is a
Nailed
group
it.
check still, as it always has been. So, 3 successes to 1 failure.
Gonna happen a lot.
Which means you're gonna pass the group check a lot. As you guys are approaching this noise, you kind of come into kind of a walled off area. It's not like there's a stone wall around it. It's just with some of the buildings as close to each other as they are, where the vines and undergrowth and trees and everything have like collected here, just over time has made it to like, not that it's impassable, but definitely not if you're trying to be quiet. It would require cutting through areas here, trying to get through. But there is 2 different paths kind of leading around this more enclosed area. You can go to the right, or you can go to the left. Or you can go through it. Just like I said, probably would not be the most conducive to silence.
Always go left.
Yeah, but I'll say, does it sound like the noise is coming from one direction in particular?
Straight
or-
ahead.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, let's go left.
Okay.
Left's my favorite side.
All right. As you guys make your way around to the left, you getting out of like the thicker portion of the trees in one sense, and into a even thicker part of a trees in another sense, as you've kind of left behind this wall of trees and undergrowth, and now are moving into almost like the thick of the forest again. And as you're like starting to come around, sticking out through the trees, you can see a very tall, large stone wall in front of you. However, the stone seems perfectly intact. The only thing with it is the coloration of it seems to have faded, and it reminds you of something you had seen yesterday before making it into town. It reminds you of having this same coloration as the very tall building that you had seen before finding this like neighborhood of houses, which led you in the right direction through the blizzard. Following the wall up with your eyes, you can see where it kind of stops and juts in, and then continues on up even further. And looking up through like the canopy of trees here, you can see as it ends in a very tall tower on top.
We still hearing that thumping?
It is very close. Since you went left, it's more off to your right now. Sounds like it's coming maybe from like the direct other side of this building.
Oh,
Can I take a look at this stone wall, see if there's like any secret entrances or an entrance that's just hidden?
Sure. Go ahead and
I
make an
assist with that.
investigation check.
Can I make a mason's tools check?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why I asked, it's both the same.
can I help him with that or
Are
no?
you proficient in masonry tools?
No.
No, not really then.
It's 22.
22. You don't see any sort of secret entrance or door back here. However, you do notice that there has to be some sort of like, in your mind, the only thing that makes sense for this building to be standing in this good of condition is some sort of a magical influence. If this is as old as the rest of the stuff that you've been seeing around here, there's no way this stone should be perfectly intact. You guys continue your way around the building?
Yeah, I probably would.
All right.
Kalea doesn't care much for old buildings.
Yeah, I guess for not letting her go by herself anyway.
All right. As you guys make your way to the other end of the building, this side a little bit more cleared out. You can see where the wall kind of comes back around and continues on one direction for a little bit before jutting back inward once again. Are you guys trying to like stay up against the wall here or push further out into the trees?
I think I would be closer to the wall, just examining the wall as we go along, looking for
Yeah, me too, probably.
openings, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Less branches and stuff too.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Sounds good. At this point in time, all of you can hear as the thumping just comes to a stop. There's like a moment of silence, and you hear the sounds of like tools being dropped and what sounds like large wagons being towed in one direction. And then that noise dissipates as well. As you guys kind of start to get a little bit closer, you can actually begin to like hear the sounds of conversation, heavy footsteps, and just kind of peeking around the corner of the building. This large, massive building here. You can see almost like packing in a way. This army of kobolds, gnolls, bugbears, ogres, and yes, even giants. Most of them are working on various projects, but a lot of them seem to be packing items into these large wagons. They're preparing rations for the road, loading up blankets. They have like these heavy like boxes full of what you can only assume are tools for excavating, or weapons of some sort. However, everything begins to quiet once more as above all the bustle of the army in front of you, you hear a small, squeaky, but very loud voice. Most of you are coming with me. There's too many ruins for us to not split up. But we don't have enough time to all be prancing around in the same place. Buthik has been given instructions on how to proceed here. So, he will be in charge of Galspire. Furtrick and Vertrick, I'm sending them north to the ruins there. Grustomp will take his clan with him to the south and begin working on the ruins there, and the rest of us will be heading west. We'll decide who to send where after we've a better idea what we're dealing with in that area. Now, you have your orders. Get a move on. And as soon as the orders are given by this squeaky voice, giants, ogres, kobolds, gnolls, and bugbears alike all begin going about loading the wagons, and eventually peeking around the corner again, as you guys can now see like hundreds of people here. You see as the wagons begin slowly rolling off in a westward direction. You see 6 giants out in front of the wagons that are moving, all with these large axes just swinging and felling trees as they go.
Think it'd be a good idea to stay hidden under cover until
You think so?
the Galspire group is by themselves. Because now we know we're in Galspire, which is important because that's what the rock said, right?
Yes.
At the last
Correct.
place.
Correct.
So, and that was confirmed by them just now. So I think we should be quiet and hide until everybody leaves and we know where people went. Now,
All right.
they went to a settlement to the north, south, and west. And we know the big head honcho is in the west.
Everybody go ahead and give me hide checks, which is just a stealth check.
How tall are these walls?
A couple 100 feet.
Oh, damn.
Actually, the ones that you're up against right now would be like 40 feet tall. Let me double check that. Yeah. Maybe 30. As you guys were like right up against the edge of the walls. Do you guys stay there or kind of move back into one of the corners?
I would say we start moving back around.
Okay.
Or at least
Yeah.
Shaper would start to move back around.
Sure.
I'm
sure.
following Shaper's example.
That's a 24.
0.2.
Phylax?
9.
9.
Hey, that's better.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
improvement.
By 1 point, yeah.
I got a 26.
26.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Y'all stealthy, except Phil. But it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Most of us have decent modifiers.
You guys
I
are
have
just
a
like
+1 and disadvantage.
Phil is like the furthest into the corner, and like 2 of you are like pushing up against his legs, and one of you is holding his mouth shut.
Every step we're showing him where to step.
But
Just pointing.
eventually, you hear as the sounds of both chopping trees and large wagon wheels rumbling have kind of disappeared into the distance.
Are there vines at like the top of the wall? Like the 40-foot tall wall?
Yeah. They're like a bit dried out and stuff since it's winter, but yeah, there's vines up there.
Oh, is the wall like... Okay, so like big building, wall, right? Building, wall. And we walked along said wall.
Mm-hmm.
But then we kind of backtracked.
So it's
to
like
avoid-
it's like you guys walked along the back of the wall. You went forward, then the wall jutted in. There's a corner there. You went forward more, the wall jutted in again. There's a corner there. Then you went forward again, but when you got to there, that was when you looked around the corner and could see all these massive number of people.
Gotcha. So we're waiting in that back jut, the
Mhm.
most recent one.
Mhm.
So how far would you say we are from like the people on the other side of the wall? Like around the corner?
60 feet or so.
Is that like straight shot or is that like we go around?
That's like if you were to run around the wall.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Got it.
I have an idea. It possibly might work, but I don't know how sturdy the vines are.
You
Shaper,
can test.
If
Shaper pulls a rope out of his bag of holding, grabs one end, and
Since I'm a bit more familiar with plants, could I tell how
hang
sturdy?
on. Hang on. Go ahead and explain what you're doing.
pulls the bag of rope, throws it on the ground, and grabs one end. Points up to the vines up there and says, "Go and tie yourself." As this rope now begins to like slither up the wall.
One end of it loops itself through the vines, ties itself in a knot.
And then Shaper's just gonna grab it and give it a big solid tug, trying to see if it's gonna. The vines up there are gonna break.
Immediately, the vines, like, the rope gets like maybe a foot closer to you as the vines kind of like give way around, but then catch and hold.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tell the rope to knot itself as several knots appear in, I think it's 1 foot intervals.
Yep.
Well, alright, I suppose I'll climb it first.
All right, go ahead, and I believe it's an athletics check, but I believe you have advantage
Yep.
because of
the knots?
Because of the knots. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Clever, clever.
It's a very cool item.
It is.
I believe that's a 16.
16. Yeah.
Yep.
You just start climbing your way up the rope until you get to the top of the wall, which allows you to look up, over, and in.
Is he up at the top now?
Yes.
Like not on the rope anymore? Okay. Once I saw that it didn't give way and he's not on it anymore, I would probably
Yeah, I'm
climb
gonna
up.
get to the top and then like lay on my stomach on the top of the wall there,
All right.
just to make myself not easily visible.
Not. Okay, sorry.
No, that was funny.
Nah. You say with the straightest of faces.
That's
I'm
all
sorry.
fire.
I was focused.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay, you said
so-
athletics check?
Yep, athletics advantage.
Advantage. Okay, so
I would be okay with acrobatics here too.
Hmm.
Climb a
Oh.
rope. Sorry, I probably should have told you that. Dan.
say
Yeah, you
less.
should have told me that. God damn it.
Okay,
That's
I
fine,
got
I
a
made it up here.
13 and a 16. My acrobatics is +7, so 16 plus 7, 23.
Yep, you're able to climb up, join him on the wall. There's not a lot of space up here, but I kind of figure, just like looking at the map, you would have kind of gone to this corner here, Shaper, where you would have been able to kind of lay down a little bit.
Yeah. Lay down and get a good look of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Can we not see what's like here then?
There's a roof there.
Oh, okay.
It goes like back up.
Okay, I see.
Yep.
And there's nothing. Oh gosh, there's no bushes or anything. Okay.
Well, yeah, out there, a lot of the stuff has just been cleared out. Wagons have been driven across it, so they're just shoving things into the ground. Those trees were lopped off, you would guess, probably right before that blizzard hit, and then since then as well. And as you guys are up here, you can see this very, very large man here, this ogre.
And then these are like the knightsmen kind of thing, like
They
the
are
general
all
dude?
wearing the uniforms of a Benet Knight.
Okay, and then these are like the kobolds, right?
So, give me a second. Pull my map back up. So, there are a mixture of, it looks like gnolls and kobolds here. Along with, inside, you see 2 bugbears. And then you see the ogre, who you, based on the conversation you overheard, would kind of assume that this was Buthok, the one who was placed in charge.
Oh, right. I was
And he is like currently picking up these 2 large axes again, and is heading up to this door, which you can see has like a lot of like hacks in it, but it doesn't seem like they've really made much progress on tearing this door down.
like a door here.
Yep.
Do we hear anyone? Do I hear anyone inside? By
No,
any chance? A building? No.
I can make it a little more clear that there's a door there. Does that help?
Shaper. Yeah. Can I shoot him?
Not
the shit.
yet. No.
No? Why not?
Not yet.
Why?
Well, we have 2 people down there that don't even know what the situation is.
Karina, you should go next.
Well, should they come up?
Plus,
We don't have a lot of room up here, do we?
yeah, they should probably wait, but if we're able to get any higher, that would be great too.
Higher, like on the roof?
Like on the roof.
I can do my magic.
This here's like 20 more feet up.
I can also make sure you don't waste your magic by pulling the rope up.
Yeah. I don't know if this is like a special rope or like a special spell thing you got going here, but
It's
I have.
just a special rope.
Oh, okay. I'll say I have extra rope, but never mind. Unimportant. Look, she's not very proficient in magic. Okay, she's got Hunter's Mark and she's got Hellish Rebuke, and she can talk to animals. That's about it.
Hey, Misty Step.
she's picked things up along the way. Yeah, I think because I mean my acrobatics is pretty high. I got a +7 to acrobatics, so
That's
and
pretty solid.
it benefits me to be further away with my longbow. So, yeah,
You're telling me.
I'd go up there.
Shaper's gonna like peek his head over the side. Just do like the don't climb up here, kind of like the hand at the throat, like no. And like
Okay,
try to tell them
Shaper
to
turns and
sneak
tries
around.
to kill Serena as Shaper runs his finger across his throat. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'll.
Well,
I'm
I know
assuming
this
this
one. That
like
means we're not supposed to go up there.
does the roof here kind of like come to a point like this, or is it like a?
So the
Like a
roof
fort?
right in front of you is probably at its highest point about like 30 feet high. It's more of a dome. But then the next
Oh.
wall going up goes up like another 100 feet or so, and then comes into a large point. And then you know from being on the backside that one goes up maybe like 70 feet or so, and comes up at an angle. So the middle portion of this is the tallest, and that's that like peak that you saw when you were on your way.
So this part though that I'm about to climb is like a dome,
Mm-hmm.
like a part on top,
Yep.
Is
Alright,
there a spot on top to have the rope tie to?
like a spike or something.
There's like little, like decorative, like metal pegs that stick out on it, so you could probably use one of those.
Yeah, I'll grab the end of the rope, tell it to untie, and then have it climb up there and tie itself there.
Okay. Rope slithers up the side and ties around one of these pegs.
Yep. All right.
Gives it a nice little tug and starts climbing.
All right. Go ahead and give me athletics or acrobatics.
Or are you going up there? Or are we both going up there?
Yeah, we're both going up there.
Oh,
goddammit.
okay. Yeah. Let's
We're
do
both
this.
ranged characters.
Is it still with advantage because
Yes.
Yep.
the dots? Okay. Well, thank goodness for that because Jesus.
Yeah, I got a 2 and an 18. So what does that make it?
What's 17 plus 7? 24? 24?
Yes.
So
Thank God.
25.
Yeah,
First one I
you
rolled was
guys
a
are good.
6. I was real nervous. I was like, oh no.
You both climb your way up. A 13, you would have still been fine.
Oh, okay.
That's like
I
the
was like-
DC to climb this thing.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And then I'm gonna grab the rope and put it back in my bag.
Okay. Back down on the ground.
They told us where we were supposed to go.
Serena and Phil.
Yeah,
what are
I
you
did.
guys doing? Oh, you did?
Sorry, I said I did the like don't come up here, and then I like pointed around the building.
Okay.
Okay, Serena's is gonna go around the building, I guess.
Well, I mean, I think we're still trying to stay hidden.
Well, considering we didn't yell at you and we used hand signals, I would say that's a good assumption.
I would say it's probably also up for interpretation.
You know what? Fair enough.
So you guys are just heading out here?
I mean, I'll look to Serena. How would you like to play this?
I'm useless from the distance, so if there's people to fight, I gotta go fight them.
Would you like me to try and distract them?
Do you have anything you can use for the distance?
I do. And I will pull my blowgun off my back.
I would have a bug.
I do need to practice with it, so this will be a good time.
Perfect time.
Not even proficient in
What
said
could
blowgun.
possibly go wrong?
No, I'm not actually.
All right.
He said now's a good time to practice.
I mean, to be
Yes.
fair, they don't know the ogre's there.
True.
We'll see what they do.
You are the far more experienced warrior. I will follow your lead on this.
Okay, if it looks like I'm in danger, put the blowgun down and come help. Just shoot at them with the blowgun at whatever distance you can.
All right. This is going to be very underwhelming.
Because all I was told was pointed around a corner, so I'm assuming we're going this way.
Oh God.
That is
Still-
usually what he means by that.
Still
just-
trying to sneak up, or
There's really nowhere for me to sneak around with. So, I'm just gonna...
like these guys are facing towards you, but you know they're kind of distracted. There's a big bonfire in the middle. There's stuff's going on, but and Play, you're up on the roof, correct?
Yeah, I'm with Shaper. I also want to just look at Shaper and be like, you know, Serena and Phil are incredibly strong. But we might have just sent Beavis and Butthead directly into the fire here.
That's fine. That's what I'm counting on.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna walk up right there and just
Just charge at him.
charge
Hey,
it at him.
I will shoot a dart.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
my
you're
blowgun.
shooting your blow darts in the distance. Just don't hit me.
Yep, I'll shoot at this guy, so I'm not at disadvantage.
if they're gonna start
Shaper's just waiting until he sees Serena try to like,
the chaos
rush
begin.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Same.
and that's when he's gonna start opening fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna open fire on that fucking ogre. I know that.
All right. Well. All right.
My goal is to keep the ogre distracted while they fight the little guys, and hope to God they can handle it.
Yeah,
We
sure.
got this.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we come back next time, we'll be rolling for initiative.
All right.
I want to kill an ogre.
It's a little early, but if we get into this combat, we're gonna be an hour late. So
We'll just go
We're
really
gonna-
fast.
no, I don't think you will.
Yeah, you do have their stat blocks, so you would know better than us.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
All right. So when we come back next time, next Sunday, we'll be rolling for initiative. Actually, Serena will be charging this kobold, and then we'll be rolling for initiative.
Hell yeah.
What?
Or
Or can I just put
surprise
myself
round?
right next to him then? So I know.
The surprise round is going to be Serena attacking that guy. And
I'm
then
saving. Can I save
Because
this
to be fair,
initiative
y'all
roll?
don't
This is
know
a
that
good
I'm
roll.
gonna do that.
you said you were waiting for the chaos, so by the time chaos, it wouldn't really be a surprise round anymore. So,
Damn.
Oh yeah, we're waiting. Me and Shaper.
all right, that's where we'll start next time. Yo, Polly, thank you for the raid. Sorry it's right at the end.
It happens.
But yeah, no, that was good session. I'm happy to be back in this campaign.
Yes.
It's been a little while. So,
Oh, good stuff. Good
yeah.
soup.
But yeah, after we'll be back next week, and I mean, until then, guys, remember, if you guys want your
Whoa. Wait, you gotta shout out the merch and everything for people.
Oh yeah, we did just have a bunch of new people come in.
Yeah. Share
I
the
mean,
website and stuff for people.
Yeah, I was gonna do my outro thingy. I was gonna do.
Oh, I thought you were
Go-
about to be
go
like
check
a
out
Tales from
the,
Hylem goodbye thing.
No,
and I was
no.
like, oh no,
Go,
wait.
you guys want your names to end up within Tales from Hylem in the world of Hylem. Make sure
Can you
you
tell it's been a while since
share
we've done this?
Tales from Hylem content, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you use hashtags TFH and Tales from Hylem. And then tag us in the post that we know that you did. Then we can choose names, and you could end up as a wandering traveler, or the name of a tavern or something. Then, as we are very excited to announce, we have our merch store open now. So if you guys want some Tales from Hylem merch, you can go to talesfromhylem.com and get you some TFH merch. We've got quite a bit to choose from. We got a decent little selection going on. I think my hat is supposed to get here tomorrow, so I get to show it off on the next stream, which I'm excited about. Which the next stream will be Thursday. We'll be live again on Thursday with our all dwarven campaign, Crackleback Bound. So we're on episode 3 of that. Episode 1 is already up on YouTube, and episode 2 will be up on YouTube tomorrow. So if you want to get caught up before Thursday, those episodes will be on YouTube. Also, if you guys haven't, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help the YouTube channel out a little bit. Make sure you turn the notifications on there, so if you miss an episode live, you can catch it as soon as it gets put up on YouTube. But yeah, other than that, guys, I think that is gonna do it for this episode of Tales from Hylem.